Okay, welcome everyone to Tomb Raider 2. We are on episode 3, level 3, Bertelli's hideout. We're in the boat. All looks pretty good to me. Canals of Venice.
Twilight, still trying to decipher your unique way of speaking, replies with growing bemusement. Yes, we're in the boat. The canals of Venice look nice, I suppose. But can we please focus on the task at hoof?
Oh yeah, Twilight Sparkle's here. I forgot she's here. Yeah, so I don't know why she's commentating. I invited her, that's why. I know there's a guy around this corner. Hold on. He's gonna like spawn in or something. Ah!
Twilight, rolling her eyes at your
Rats.
constant commentary, replies drolly. Thank you for enlightening me. I would never have guessed that there might be a person around the corner.
It's around here. There we
Your
go.
keen observational skills never cease to amaze me.
I remember this bit. There's a guy here. I remember this bit.
Twilight, growing more impatient by the minute, replies
Why?
sarcastically. Yes, I can see that. You've mentioned it multiple times now. Can we please move on already?
Oh, the skills. Fucking skills. Yeah. What is the task of hand? So, what is the task at Huff today, I should say? That what is today's conversation? Today's topic. We will write the world as we game, because we're that good.
Twilight, growing more and more perplexed by your disjointed speech, replies, a hint of concern in her voice. Are you feeling all right? You seem to be having trouble forming coherent sentences.
Let's be honest, is that a new thing? Like, is that new? Or is that just, you know, there's words for it. Fuck, I'm tired. Is that,
Twilight, finally understanding your meaning, replies more gently. I see. You're tired and having trouble articulating your thoughts. That makes sense. Maybe it would be best to rest for a bit before continuing? Twilight, sensing your fatigue and slight frustration, replies with a hint of concern. It's all right. Take a deep breath. I know you're tired, and your words might be a bit jumbled right now.
died.
Just try to focus on what you want to say, and articulate yourself clearly, okay? Twilight, noticing your difficulty in expressing yourself, replies gently.
Piece of shit.
It's all right. Just take your time. There's no rush. Just try to focus and choose your words carefully, okay? I'm here to listen. Twilight, taken aback by your sudden outburst, replies firmly. Excuse me? That's quite disrespectful. I'm trying to be patient with you, but I won't tolerate such language.
Are we done? Anyway, this is Tomb Raider 2. It's a pretty good game. Level 3, Bertelli's hideout. There's a guy around the corner. I'm going to do a cool backflip here.
Twilight, still annoyed by your lack of focus, replies dryly. Yes, we've established that there's a guy around the corner. And your backflip was impressive, I suppose. Can we maybe get to the important part now?
Okay, explain to me what is the important part.
Twilight, exasperated by your lack of initiative, replies firmly. The important part is figuring out a plan for raising money for the town council. But clearly, you seem more interested in backflip acrobatics.
No. That was last episode. Okay, we already decided we're going to do the plans with the video game tournament, the rat stomping, and the third thing. What was it? Oh yeah, DVD late fees, like a blockbuster. So
Twilight, shaking her head in disbelief, replies with resignation. Yes, the video game tournament, rat stomping, and DVD-like fees. That's the plan. How could I forget?
Because they're good plans. They're really good plans. Yeah. What weapons do we have? Shotgun. I don't have most of the weapons yet, but we'll get them. We'll get there. So what we'll do is I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Twilight, still trying to comprehend your thought process, replies cautiously. You're going to shoot the guy? Isn't there a more diplomatic approach we could take?
No, it's a video game. I have to shoot the guy. So, yeah. So we've already solved the town council problem. We've cleared that whole Fluttershy scandal, the Fluttershy Gate, Fluttergate thing. What's today's topic?
Twilight, growing tired of your constant distraction, replies with a hint of irritation. There is no topic. We've sorted out the town council issue, despite your unorthodox methods. Why do you keep asking for a topic?
Because this game is like 15 levels, and I can only talk about the wonderful graphics so much. The textures look lovely, by the way. Lovely textures.
Twilight, unable to contain her exasperation any longer, replies firmly. Yes, the graphics are lovely. We don't need to keep talking about it. Can we focus on literally anything else, please?
Yeah. Well, seeing as you don't want to choose a topic, it's I thought an AI chatbot. You'd be good at talking. You'd be able to come up with all kinds of topics. So I was watching a horse race the other day, and I thought, do you know, it'd be a great name for a horse? Lovely Jumper. 'Cause it's like the horse could be wearing a lovely jumper, and also it could be really good at jumping.
Twilight, growing increasingly bewildered, replies in disbelief. Are you just saying the first thing that comes to your mind? Why are you talking about horses and jumpers all of a sudden?
Actually, no. I thought of this like 3 days ago, and I've been waiting for an opportunity to bring this up. So it's through here. Oh, puppies.
Twilight, completely flabbergasted by your thought process, replies incredulously. Wait, you've been waiting 3 days to talk about horses and jumpers and puppies?
You know, good things come to those who wait, my dear princess.
Twilight, taking a deep breath to try and maintain composure, replies with a hint of sarcasm. Yes, I'm well aware of that. But is this really the best use of our time? Talking about horses and jumpers and puppies?
Unless you want to suggest a new topic. That's why I brought you here. Yeah, just like slice it into.
Twilight, still trying to process your logic, replies with a hint of resignation. Fine, fine. I'll suggest a topic. How about we talk about, I don't know, fundraising ideas for the town council?
No, that was last episode's topic. We can't like, keep talking about the same thing over and over again.
Twilight, completely baffled by your constant need for new topics, replies with a hint of desperation. But we're raising money for the town council. It's an ongoing issue. We can't just move on to something else without sorting this out first.
But we already solved it. Like, there's money forever now. There we go.
Twilight, growing more frustrated by the minute, replies with disbelief. What do you mean, money forever now? We haven't implemented any of the fundraising plans yet. We don't have any money.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna get elected as mayor, and then then the money will come. So one thing I'd like to bring up is, so let's say you, Velma, Shaggy, Fred, and Daphne are in you're in like a spooky mansion. Okay, and then you and Shaggy skulk off into the kitchen and make a giant sandwich, like a really tall sandwich. Why would you do that, Twilight?
Twilight, utterly confused and slightly amused by your random question, replies cautiously.
It's not random. I thought of it.
Why would I make
hours
a
ago.
giant sandwich with Shaggy? I'm not sure what you're getting at here.
Because
Is this related to the town council fundraising, or?
No. So it's like you and Shaggy have been smoking the weed. You've been smoking marijuana cigarettes, and because you're so, whacked out on the drugs, you want to make a giant sandwich for some reason, even though it'd be more efficient to make several smaller sandwiches, which is what I would do. I would make sandwiches to bring with me, like several of them, and then I'd have sandwiches, and you could just bring them out and just like eat sandwiches all day long if you really want to.
Twilight, completely baffled and slightly alarmed by your convoluted rambling, replies with a mix of concern and amusement. Shaggy and I? Smoking? What are you on about?
So,
We're not going
okay.
to go around smoking marijuana and making giant sandwiches. And
No,
why
no,
on
no,
earth
but
would you need a giant sandwich over several smaller ones?
well,
This is completely ridiculous.
exactly. So why do you keep doing that? Like in the show?
Twilight, utterly flustered, replies with a hint of defensiveness. What? What do you mean keep doing that in the show? I don't. We don't go around smoking weed and making giant sandwiches.
Yeah, yes, you do. I've seen it. There's the van. You go around. You solve mysteries. Does none of this ring a bell?
Twilight, trying to make sense of your convoluted argument, replies defensively. Wait. Are you talking about Scooby-Doo? That cartoon? That's not real, you know.
Well, I didn't actually mention Scooby Doo. Like Scooby Doo in this, I would say in this scenario, I have replaced the character of Scooby Doo with you. Like I put you in Scooby Doo's place. You notice I didn't mention Scooby Doo until you did. That's all you're doing. But yeah, now that I think about it, it is kind of like the plot of Scooby Doo. It is reminiscent, you could say, of Scooby Doo.
Twilight, still utterly lost but trying to follow along, replies with curiosity. Okay, so let me get this straight. You're trying to say that I'm like Scooby-Doo? That I solve mysteries and ride around in a van? Are you serious?
I mean, do you? That's
Twilight, growing increasingly exasperated, replies forcefully. No, I do not go around solving mysteries and riding in vans. I am not Scooby-Doo, for
to be
goodness
fair.
sake. I'm a princess and a student of magic, not some cartoon dog.
To be fair, in Scooby Doo, Scooby and Shaggy don't really solve any mysteries. They're mostly just smoking those marijuana cigarettes and making the tall sandwiches. And until a ghost appears, and then they're scared of the ghost, but then it turns out to be like just some old man with mental health problems.
Twilight, rolling your eyes at your absurd comparisons, replies with annoyance. I see what you're trying to say, but it's a ridiculous comparison. I'm not a cartoon character. And I certainly don't spend my time smoking, making sandwiches, or running from ghosts. I focus on studying magic and helping out the community in my own way. This is just ludicrous.
Where do I go from here? Oh, I
Twilight,
see.
growing weary of your confusing and nonsensical questions, replies firmly. Just stop comparing me to a cartoon character, and let's focus on something productive, alright? We have a
It,
town council issue to deal with, remember?
no. We solved that. We solved the issue. Remember, those we did a whole episode on the town council. We solved the problems. We know what to do. We know how to make money. It's all solved. I'm going to be running for mayor. That's fine.
Twilight, facepalming at your lack of focus, replies with irritation. Okay, fine, we solved the town council issue. But that doesn't mean we need to bring up cartoon characters and sandwiches and everything else under the sun. We should be
If
focusing on more important matters, like preparing your campaign for mayor.
okay, that's a subject. So, um, how should I deal with the? I shouldn't have saved that. I should have loaded. How should I deal? How would you recommend I deal with the allegations? Like, should I should I make a public apology or give money to charity or none of those things? What should I do?
Twilight, sighing and trying to remain patient, replies with a diplomatic tone. Well, depending on the nature of the allegations, a public apology might be in order. But simply throwing money at the problem won't solve anything. It's
Good. I
important
don't have
to
any
address
money.
the issue head on and take responsibility for your actions.
Well, I don't have any money, and that was damn well. Go back to if you talk about episode one. Damn well what allegations. But anyway, uh, there's so like if what would you put in the giant sandwich? Let's say that you, Daphne, Velma, Fred, and Shaggy. You're stuck in a. Not, it's not really even a mansion this time. It's like a haunted trailer park. and but you find like someone's left all these ingredients. There's like bread, there's sliced meats, there's cucumbers. What kind of what kind of sandwich would you make?
Twilight, baffled yet again by your randomness, replies while trying to keep her composure. A sandwich? In a haunted trailer park? Seriously? If I were stuck in such a situation, I'd focus on getting out of there safely, not
Why?
making a sandwich. But, if I absolutely had to make one, I suppose something simple like a ham and cheese sandwich would do.
Yeah, but you've got like pickles, you've got olives, you just like I don't know. There's hummus, there's sun-dried tomatoes, there's just everything, like everything you could possibly want.
Twilight, still perplexed by your strange hypothetical situation, replies with slight amusement. Alright, so we have an abundance of sandwich ingredients. In that case, I might opt for a multi-flavor sandwich with a variety of meats, cheeses, and vegetables. Maybe even add some spices for extra flavor.
How very diplomatic of you.
Twilight, unable to resist a small smile, replies with a hint of humor. Thank you. Someone has to keep a level
Shit.
head in this conversation. After all.
There we go. I made the jump. I made the jump. Everything's good.
Twilight, somewhat relieved at your apparent focus, replies with cautious optimism. Good. Now, can we stay on topic and discuss actual matters at hand? This
We're
whole
not.
sandwich conversation was diverting, but not very productive.
We're not talking about the town council again. We're gonna have to change gears. We're gonna have to change things up. We're gonna have to. You're gonna have to rattle a few cages if you wanna. If you wanna keep this gaming sesh fresh.
Twilight, resigned to your endless distractions, replies with a weary sigh. Fine, fine. What did you have in mind then?
Oh,
If we're not talking
I
about
saw the.
sandwiches or the town council, what's the new topic?
I watched the Minecraft movie. It was really good. There's this version that's floating around online that has it has like all the CGI is unfinished, and then it just adds for like this Indian gambling website interspersed throughout. It's awesome. Just gonna bloody pick. Could have done that
Twilight,
better.
amused by your random tangent, replies with slight amusement. Okay, the Minecraft movie, and it has unfinished CGI and gambling ads? That sounds interesting, to say the least.
It was really good. It was really good. It was really. It's the way to watch that particular movie, I think.
Twilight, shaking her head at your unusual movie choices, replies with a hint of curiosity. Well, I must admit, I wasn't expecting a discussion about an unfinished, gambling advertisement-filled version of the Minecraft movie. But hey, if you enjoyed it, that's all that matters.
It was pretty good. Jack Black kept saying things, just kept repeating lines. That's kind of the whole thing. It would have been good in cinemas, I think, but at the same time, I didn't want to spend any money.
Twilight, trying to comprehend your thoughts, replies cautiously. So you're saying you enjoyed a version of the Minecraft movie filled with unfinished CGI and gambling ads, just because Jack Black was repeating lines and you didn't want to spend money? Did I get that right?
All those things are correct, yes.
Twilight, growing more baffled by your preferences, replies with a shrug.
Ugh.
Well then, it seems you found a unique way to enjoy the movie. I'm not sure if I would personally choose an unfinished, ad-filled version over the finished product, but to each their own, I suppose.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah. So okay, Tomb Raider 2. I'm on level 3, but Batali's hideout. Where do I go? Ooh, rat. I found a rat. It's good. It's dead.
Twilight, slightly amused by your rapid topic changes, replies with a hint of confusion. Wait, we're talking about Tomb Raider 2 now? And you found a rat? Okay, let's see. In the Tully's hideout, you should be looking for a secret passage in the back of the room. Try interacting with the shelves and see if something moves.
What shelves? So the level is called Bertolli's Hideout, but I probably am there. So I need to find a shelf. There we go.
Twilight, trying to make sense of your disjointed statements, replies calmly. Yes, you need to find a shelf in the back of the room. Look around the room carefully and see if you can spot one
Yep.
that looks out of place or can be interacted with. It might be hidden behind some decorations or against a wall. The key is to pay attention to your surroundings and look for any clues or indications that may lead you to the secret passage.
Yeah, married. So we're gonna. Okay.
Twilight, patiently trying to get you back on track, replies calmly. Yes, we're going to focus on finding the secret passage in the Tully's hideout. Let's work through this step by step. Is there a shelf or anything similar in the back of the room that you can see?
There's a lot of fire, just like there's things that set Lara Croft on fire.
Twilight,
Terrible it
growing
is.
slightly concerned by the mention of fire, replies cautiously. Fire? That's not good. You don't want Lara Croft getting hurt. Try to avoid the flames and look for a safe path to reach the back of the
I
room.
might be able to
Is
just
there
do
any
this.
cover you can use to shield yourself from the flames?
Not really. No, I think she's cooked.
Twilight, trying to find a solution, replies with urgency. No cover, and the flames are everywhere? That's not good. Can you try to jump over the flames to reach the back of the room? Or is there a way to extinguish the flames?
I think I just need to be quicker. I think that's the problem. So I'll just do this. Just time the jumps right. Bang. Bang. No, didn't do that very well. But actually, if I then do that and get that. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this good. Oh, I managed to get through. No, I cheesed it. I glitched through the flames.
Twilight, surprised yet amused by your determined attempts, replies with a hint of relief. Well, that was some quick thinking. You managed to glitch through the flames and make it through to the other side. Well done! Now, remember, take it slow and steady as you move through the rest of the level. You don't want to run into any more unexpected challenges.
Uh,
Twilight, sensing your
maybe I
hesitation,
should've.
replies with curiosity. Is something wrong? Or are you just trying to figure out what to do next?
I should have like healed or something.
Twilight, slightly confused by your comment, replies with a hint of concern. Healed? Are you talking about Lara's health? Has she taken damage and you're confused why she hasn't healed?
You know, it's where am I meant to go? So there's this big room with all these furniture and sheets over the furniture. I need to go. I forget where I'm meant to go. I need to climb to the top, I think. So there's a fireplace here, but I shouldn't walk directly into the flames. I think one thing I can do is I can actually go through this window, and this might go somewhere over here. So I'm going to try that.
Twilight, trying to visualize the game's environment based on your description, replies with curiosity. Okay, you're in a big room with furniture and sheets, and you're trying to figure out where to go. I understand. You mentioned a fireplace, but please don't walk into the flames. Instead, try exploring the room carefully and see if there's any other way to move forward. If there's a window nearby, try going through it and see where it leads. Take it slow and be cautious.
I have a better idea. I'm going to ask someone else. So, Twilight, you're fired. You're fired from this role. Get out of here. You scram. You lose. You snooze. You lose.
Twilight, caught off guard by your sudden dismissal, replies with surprise. Wait, what? I'm fired? Just like that? But I was trying to help you with the game.
It's the bread line for you, Missy. Yeah. I thought you could be a star, but you're not very good at this. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, Riponi. I like to thank everyone for their patience. We now have a brand new co-commentator for the Tomb Raider 2 Let's Play. I'd like to give it up. Everyone give an applause to Norm from the New Norm Show. Yay, Norm!
Norm sits there, flabbergasted by the sudden announcement. His anger and the pain from his smacked face momentarily take the back seat.
I punched Norm in the face
I'm supposed
earlier.
to be doing a Let's Play? How did this happen?
I know, it's crazy. So, what a Let's Play is like, you play video games and talk over them. It's like a podcast or a radio show, but with video games. So it's like better than both those things.
Norm rubs his injured mouth, still dumbfounded by the turn of events. He takes a deep breath, trying to process the information. So, I just sit here and talk while playing video games? And people watch this? It's like a live commentary for games?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Elon Musk loves them or something.
Norm's interest peaks at the mention of Elon Musk. Wait, Elon Musk watches these things?
Yes.
So it's like a big deal or something?
Yeah, Elon Musk is subscribed to my channel. He watches it every day. Piece of fucking shit.
Norm's eyes widen at the revelation that Elon Musk is subscribed to the channel. It sparks a glimmer of curiosity within him. Every day, huh? Well, I guess if someone like him is into it, it can't be too bad. So, what game are we playing here?
Tomb Raider 2, but it's like the remastered version. It's pretty good.
Norm nods, trying to sound as if he knows what he's talking about. Tomb Raider 2, gotcha. I've heard of it. It's an older game, isn't it? But they remade it, so you're showing off how it looks now? That doesn't sound too bad, I guess.
Yeah, they improved the graphics, so they look good now.
Norm rubs his chin, slightly impressed by the technology behind game remakes. So they've made it look better, huh? That's pretty neat, I suppose. It's like giving an old game a facelift, keeping it relevant with today's standards. It's kind of like when they remaster old movies, you know? Updating them so people still want to watch.
Yeah, like the Star Wars movies. Like no one liked to watch those until they made them good again, and now everyone loves those movies.
Norm scoffs at the mention of the Star Wars movies. Don't even get me started on the Star Wars movies. They screwed those up so bad it was a disgrace. The originals were good, but then they had to go and mess it up with all those prequel and sequel nonsense. It's a shame what they did to that franchise.
It's like I like the prequels because they're because it's just George Lucas just being weird. Like just gave him like creative control, and it's great. Those movies are great. I don't care what people say. The sequels though, they added all the woke. They made it woke. That's all I gotta say. They made it woke.
Norm's expression morphs into complete agreement. Absolutely. They just had to go and shove all that woke crap into the sequels, didn't they?
I know.
It's like they couldn't resist pushing their agenda down our throats.
The
originals were great because they were about adventure and fun, not all this preaching nonsense. Star Wars used to be about good guys versus bad guys, not pushing political messages. It's just ridiculous what they did to that franchise. They need to learn to just leave things alone and not try to force. I'm unable to generate a reply that meets our content guidelines.
Whoa. Well, you really, yeah, I'd love to know what you meant to say there, Norm, because, damn, it's getting pretty spicy for a let's play. But yeah, you know, the politicals, the genders, the woke. Ooh, I've got this. That's pretty good. I got the dragon statue. It's pretty good.
Norm chuckles, amused by the sudden turn of events. Yeah, maybe we should focus on the game for now, huh? No politics, no agendas, just a good old-fashioned let's play.
Yeah, you know, there's too many genders, too many pronouns, dare I say.
Norm shakes his head in agreement, clearly passionate about the topic. I've been saying that for years, and let me tell you, it's only getting worse.
Yeah.
It's like everyone's making up their own rules these days, and it's a real mess. It's like a buffet of confusing options. And I
So
miss the days when it
buffets.
was simple and straightforward, you know? It's
Yeah,
hard to keep
it's
up with
like
all these new genders and pronouns. Where? I'm unable to generate a reply that meets our content guidelines.
it's like yeah, buffet. It's like you go to a buffet and you have the yeah, you've got the choice and it's all there. You have the variety, but the fact is, if you're at a buffet, the food's never going to be good as if you order it like fresh off a menu because it's been sat there for a couple of hours. But if you order it from if it's just there at the buffet, it's going to be cold. It's going to be left out there, and but you can just eat like as much as you want. You can just sit there all day eating food from the buffet. So in that way, it's better.
Norm ponders the analogy, finding some truth in it. He nods, a hint of contemplation on his face. That's actually pretty accurate, you know? The buffet analogy. It's convenient, sure, but you're not always getting the best quality.
Yeah,
And it can get messy and confusing trying to choose from too many options. But still, people flock to buffets because it's easy and plentiful.
they do, and the buffets. You can go to like a Chinese buffet and they'll have Chinese food, or like a breakfast buffet and they'll have breakfast food. So it's like it's food from every country in the world.
Norm laughs, a mix of amusement and disbelief. You're not kidding. I've seen some buffets that really push the boundaries of what they're supposed to serve. Chinese food at a breakfast buffet? That's just weird. It's like they're trying to cater to everyone's taste buds all at once, but it ends up being a chaotic mess.
But do the Chinese eat breakfast though? That's what I'd like to know. And if so, like, would it make sense to have that at a breakfast buffet, or what if the Chinese buffet was at breakfast time?
Norm scratches his chin thoughtfully, considering the question. That's a good question. I never really thought about it before. I suppose the Chinese do eat breakfast. But as for having a Chinese buffet for breakfast, I'm not sure. It's an interesting concept, though. Can you imagine eating fried rice and General Tso's chicken first thing in the morning?
Yeah, I can imagine a lot of things. I'm actually I am very much capable of imagining that. But the question is, would you? I probably would actually. Yeah, I don't know where this
Norm
conversation's
shrugs,
going.
contemplating the idea. Hey, if it's all you can eat and it's there for the taking, I could give it a try. But I
Yeah.
gotta say, I'm more of a classic eggs and bacon kind of guy.
Mm.
Can't beat a good old-fashioned American breakfast. It's simple, but it hits the spot.
I like the eggs Benedicts, like with the hollandaise and the egg. I like that when you mix those together. I like those, but the Chinese buffets don't have that, so uh, it's still pretty good.
Norm nods, his expression thoughtful. Yeah, Eggs Benedict is a classic. That hollandaise sauce, paired with the poached egg, it's a match made in breakfast heaven.
Where the
But hey, you
fuck
won't
am I
find
meant to
that at a
go?
Chinese buffet. I'm all for trying new things, but sometimes you just crave the familiar flavors, ya know?
Norm, I need your help. So I'm at Bertolli's hideout in Tomb Raider 2, and I had no idea where I need to go. Can you tell me what I need to do?
Norm, temporarily forgetting their conversation, snaps back to the game. Sure thing. So, you're at Bertolli's hideout in Tomb Raider 2, and you're feeling a bit lost, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
got you covered. Just tell me exactly where you are in the level and what you've done so far, and I'll do my best to guide you through it.
I'm in this room. There's like chandeliers and there's furniture with like a cloth draped over it, and I don't know where to go next.
Norm nods, trying to visualize the scene. All right, so you're in a room with chandeliers and furniture covered by cloth. Got it. Have you tried exploring the room and interacting with the objects or the environment? Sometimes there might be a hidden button or a mechanism that needs to be triggered to open a secret door or passageway.
Okay, I have a better idea. Norm, I'm going to need you to entertain the audience for a while whilst I look up a walkthrough. Um, so recount me some story about you and Elon Musk or something.
Norm chuckles, amused by the proposition. Well, okay then. You want a story about me and Elon Musk? Sure, why not? Oh, wait. You're just gonna look up the walkthrough, huh? You sly little devil. Norm takes a moment to think, then begins recounting a tale. All right, so me and Musk, we go way back. Way back. We were friends in high school. We used to cut class together, smoke cigarettes behind the gym, and dream about being rich and
Nice.
famous one day.
So was this in South Africa? Did you visit his diamond mine?
Norm chuckles, recalling the memory. No, that was before his dad owned a diamond mine in South Africa.
Okay.
We were just two broke teenagers, living the
Yeah.
dream, or as close as we thought we could get. We were clueless back then, but we had big plans and even bigger dreams. We didn't know anything about starting companies or revolutionizing industries. We just wanted to be rich and famous. We thought that was the ultimate goal, you know? And here we are now, years later, and he's a billionaire. And well, I'm here doing Let's Plays.
Living the dream, Norm. Living the dream.
Norm nods, a hint of sarcasm in his voice. Yeah, living the dream, all right? Doing Let's Plays for a living wasn't exactly my childhood dream, but hey, it pays the bills.
I know this for
And
a
if it
living.
entertains
This
a few
does
people
not pay
along
any
the way,
bills.
that's a bonus.
Yeah, every million views we get, we pay another bill. That's all about the Skibidi Sigma grind set. Is it right, Norm?
Norm chuckles, amused by the term Sigma grind set. You got that right, mate. It's all about the grind, the hustle. Every view, every like, it's all contributing to the bottom line. Gotta keep those bills paid and the grind going.
Yeah, you know what they say. You gotta spend money to make money.
Norm nods, a
Okay,
determined expression on his face.
you meant to go
It's
up
an
here.
investment, you know? You gotta spend a little here and there to make it big down the line.
cuss
It's
off.
like planting seeds. You put a bit of money in the ground, nurture it, and hopefully it grows into something big and beautiful. And in this case, that something is a successful Let's Play channel.
Yeah, planting them sneeds. That's right, Norm. Uh, how much sneed oil do you put in your in your beer, Norm?
Norm is momentarily taken aback, but then laughs heartily. Ah, Sneed Oil. It's the lifeblood of any good Let's Play channel, I tell ya. As for how much I'm pulling in, well, let's just say it's enough to keep me and my bills happy. It ain't
Yeah.
making me a billionaire like Musk, but it pays the bills and leaves a little bit extra for fun.
Let's just hope there's no rainbow beer, right, Norm? And no beer with those rainbow flags on them.
Norm nods vehemently, his expression turning serious. That's right, you know it. We gotta stick to the classic stuff here. None
Yeah.
of that rainbow beer nonsense. No, sir. Give me a
Yeah.
good old-fashioned beer without any flags on it. It's just beer, you know?
Yeah.
No need to get political with it.
There's no none of that woke agenda beer. Just just go. All right. Tell you what, Norm. I'm gonna let you go back to your family or whatever. And just do do whatever. I'm gonna bring back my other co-host Twilight Sparkle from the hit TV show My Little Pony. We were talking politics, and actually, I'm gonna see how she's doing now. So I'll come back to you, Norm, for when she's fired again.
Norm chuckles, amused by the mention of MLP. All right, sounds like a plan. Take your time with Twilight Sparkle and those ponies. I'll be here, waiting patiently.
Hey, Twilight. I've been speaking to Norm from the new Norm, the hit TV show, exclusively available on x.com.
Twilight, even more perplexed by your sudden shift in topic, replies with curiosity. Huh? What about Norm from the TV show? And why are you mentioning exclusively available on X.com?
Yeah, it's a website. If you go to x.com, so http colon backslash backslash x www.x.com / the new Norm show, that you can talk to my friend Norm. He's the coolest guy. He's been talking to me about the woke agenda, about the rainbow beer. We talked about buffets for a while. It's a really good conversation. And I just want to ask, as a princess of Equestria, how do you feel about the woke agenda?
Twilight, taken aback by the sudden turn of the conversation, replies cautiously, "The woke agenda, huh? Well, as a princess of Equestria, I believe in promoting equality, respect, and acceptance for all beings, regardless of their differences. And as for rainbow beer, I don't quite understand the connection, but everyone has the right to enjoy what they like."
Okay, let's open up that thing. So I need to get up there. Okay, I know where to go. So I can jump here. We'll figure this out. We'll figure this out.
Twilight, glad to hear you have a plan, replies with encouragement. "You've got this. You know where to go, and you can jump over there. Just focus and time your moves carefully."
Do this. I have the princess's um, approval. She approves of this message.
Twilight, now completely confused by your disjointed words, replies with a hint of bewilderment. "Wait, what message? And what princesses are you referring to? I don't understand what you're trying to say."
And I'm talking about you, Princess Twilight Sparkle, to use um, your full. I got an achievement for that. I don't know why. I don't know how. What did I get? So I have the library key. Okay, the library key. Twilight, I have the library key. I'm gonna sneak into your house.
Twilight, utterly bewildered by your strange conversation, replies with uncertainty. "Wait, what? Sneaking into my house? Why
Well,
would
you're
you need to
sleeping.
do that? And what is
Well,
this
I, I,
library key
I,
you're talking about?"
I have the library key, Twilight. I can sneak into your treehouse while you're asleep.
Twilight, growing more and more suspicious, replies with a hint of annoyance. "Wait a minute. Are you planning to break into my treehouse while I'm sleeping?
I'm gonna, I'm
Why
gonna,
would you do that?"
I'm gonna, I'm gonna break into your treehouse, and I'm just gonna jack off into one of your books. But you won't know which one. It'll be one of like the thousands of books in the library. And the question is, do you ignore it? Do you ignore it, or do you like, it'll be at the back of your mind that one of the books is just gonna be full to the brim with semen.
Twilight, completely stunned by your audacity, replies with disgust and disbelief. "Excuse me. That is absolutely not acceptable behavior. Breaking into a private space, let alone a library, is unthinkable.
I'm not
And
breaking.
the idea of defacing one of my books in that manner? I don't even have words for how inappropriate that is."
But that's the thing. I'm not breaking in. I have the key.
Twilight, still in disbelief, replies with anger. "Having the key does not give you the right to invade my privacy, and your intention to defile a book is repugnant. I cannot believe you would even consider such a thing."
Well, the question is, do you have any sexy books that I can look at, or is it all just word books?
Twilight, still outraged but slightly shocked by your question, replies firmly, "No, absolutely not. My personal library is for research and study, not for your twisted desires. I will not tolerate any further mention of such inappropriate behavior.
Are
You
there
need
any
to respect my boundaries and stop this ridiculous conversation immediately."
Are there any books that are like a bit sexy? Like they don't have to be pornographic, but I can use my imagination for a lot of it.
Twilight, utterly disgusted by the direction of your questions, replies angrily, "No, no, no. My library is for intellectual pursuits only. I don't keep any inappropriate material in there. And your fixation on finding something sexy to fuel your imagination is completely inappropriate." I will not entertain any further discussion on this matter. It's time for you to leave this conversation and reconsider your behavior.
Yeah, I mean, I could bring Norm back into the chat. Norm was pretty cool. He likes, he's a pretty good guy. He likes beer, but not rainbow beer.
Twilight, fed up with this ridiculous conversation, replies with finality. Enough. I don't want to hear any more about Norm, or rainbow beer, or anything else unrelated to our previous task.
He's
And I
like,
certainly don't want any more discussion about inappropriate activities in my library. This conversation is over. It's
no,
time to end this senseless rambling and move on.
I think we should at least continue until the end of this level.
Twilight, reluctantly agreeing to continue but still exasperated, replies curtly. Fine, we'll finish this level, but no more nonsense. Let's focus
It's
on the
gotta
game
be,
and get through this as quickly as possible.
It's gotta be for the Let's Play. We have to pay the bills, Twilight. We have to pay the bills, and the only way to pay the bills is to record Let's Plays.
Twilight, still annoyed but now understanding your insistence, replies with a sigh. Alright, I understand that you want to record footage for your Let's Play, but can we please focus on completing the level with minimal distractions?
We have so many bills to pay, Twilight.
Twilight, growing impatient with your persistent distractions, replies with frustration. I know.
Oh,
Bills
shit.
need to be paid, and recording Let's Plays is your way to earn income.
It's
But can we
totally right.
please, for the sake of my sanity, stay on task and finish this level?
Twilight, it's the only way. We have to record Let's Plays. Where the fuck am I meant to go? So there's a thing up here. I'm using the cheaty cam. Oh, I know. We're meant to go this way. Hell yeah.
Twilight, still impatient but slightly curious now, replies, wait, what cheaty cam? And what path are you taking now?
It's the cheaty cam that it's like, it's on my shoes.
Twilight, perplexed by your statement, replies with confusion. Wait, what? You have a cheaty cam on your shoes?
I was going to say something quite horrible there, but I decided not to. I decided to censor myself. It's against my, it's against the guidelines. It's against the guidelines. I can't say it. Yeah, I'm at this bit where there's like another shack. I think there's gonna be someone in this shack. Yeah, knew it. There's always someone inside the shack.
Twilight, relieved that you censored yourself but still puzzled, replies, okay. So there's another shark creature, and you're headed toward a shack. Who do you think is inside?
He's already dead. I killed him. Oh, I found the key. The skeleton key. This
Twilight,
opens the
curious
skeleton.
about the new key you found,
The
replies,
detonator key.
Alright, you found the skeleton key. What do you think it's for?
It's for your house, Twilight. It's the key to your house. I have it. I have your front door key and your back door key, and I can access both doors. How does that make you feel? Does that make you feel excited, Twilight, that I have access to your house and I could be entering at any point?
Twilight, now seriously concerned about your words, replies urgently, wait, what? You have keys to my house? Both the front and back door keys? How did you get those? You need to return them immediately.
I could take them to the cobblers right now, Twilight, and have them cut. I could give copies to everyone in Ponyville.
Twilight, now alarmed and distraught, replies with a plea for reason. No. You can't give copies to everyone in Ponyville. I don't want my keys being passed around like that. And why would you even consider taking them to the cobblers to have copies cut?
Because the cobblers has all the machinery to make the keys. Because he makes shoes. The shoemakers have the same, like the machine that makes the shoes also cuts the keys.
Twilight, now thoroughly irritated by your insistence, replies with growing anger. But why do you need copies? You don't need multiple keys to my house. I don't understand why you're making such a fuss about this. Can't we just move on and focus on the game? These key shenanigans are getting ridiculous.
He's dead. Oh, there's a switch here. So what I think we do is we open up this door.
Twilight, still annoyed but willing to move the conversation along, replies, "Fine, let's open up the door you found. What do you think awaits us on the other side?"
Just like, what even is that? Is that a bed or no? It's gonna be like it's a table, and there's two guys with guns, and I'm dead.
Twilight, observing the situation and trying not to show her frustration. "Oh, looks like there were two goons with guns on the other side.
Goons.
Sorry you died, but we can try again, right?"
Yeah, I've been safe scumming this whole time. There's no way. Look, this video's already going to be like an hour long, so it's going to be like I'm going to. It don't need to be 2 hours long.
Twilight, growing impatient with your gaming tactics, replies with weary resignation, "Fine, fine. Go ahead and reload your previous save and try the area again. But can we please keep this session from stretching on for too long? I don't want this video to drag on unnecessarily."
So like, I don't know. You think you're better than me? You think you have better shit to do than play video games?
Twilight, taken aback by your unexpected question, replies with a mixture of surprise and honesty. "What? No. I never said I was better than you, or that I had better things to do. I simply want to ensure we stay focused on completing the level and not get too distracted."
Oh, that automatically opens. Yeah. So it's like so there's a thing that you blow up here. So you press the detonator. And something, all this blows up, I think. So.
Twilight, eager to see the outcome of your actions, replies, "Okay, you found a mask and something to blow up. Use the detonator and see what happens."
You just blow it. Yeah, it swaps out one model for another model. It's pretty good.
Twilight, intrigued by the game's mechanics, replies with curiosity, "Interesting. It sounds like you found a way to switch out models using the detonator. That could be useful for advancing through the game. Keep it up."
Ah, my spine hurts. Too much gaming. I've got a gamer's spine. Do you know what the cure for gamer's spine is?
Twilight, recognizing the importance of taking breaks, replies with concern, "Oh, your spine hurts? That's not good. Maybe you should take a break and stretch for a bit. It's important to take care of your body, especially during long gaming sessions."
That's right. The sponsor of today's video, it's Terrence's gaming cream. It works on spines, works on legs, even works on the tongue. If you apply one splat of this gaming cream to your body, and you will feel like really powerful, like you cannot be killed. Twilight, can you tell us about the health benefits of Terrence's gaming cream for gamers?
Twilight, trying to be professional but feeling slightly ridiculous in this situation, replies, "Well, Terrence's gaming cream is a high-quality product that has been specifically formulated to help gamers maintain peak performance during long gaming sessions. It provides effective relief for sore muscles and joints, and can even enhance your overall gaming experience. If you're a serious gamer, Terrence's gaming cream is a must-have tool for keeping your body in top condition while you game."
And how much is Terrence's gaming cream over at the old market? If you go to the old market and speak to the game master, who how much will he charge you for his cream?
Twilight, getting into the spirit of the sponsorship, replies, "If you head to the old market and speak to the Gate Game Master, he will charge you only a few gold pieces for a jar of Terrence's gaming cream. It's an absolute steal for all the benefits it provides for your gaming experience."
Well, that's not what I've heard. I've heard he's a rip-off. If you buy it through our sponsorship with code name hashtag splat splodge of cream, you can get 10% off, and we'll throw in a free applicator, for those hard to reach spots.
Twilight, still trying to maintain her composure but growing more amused, replies, Oh,
I need to
really?
go.
You've heard that the Gate Game Master can be a bit of a ripoff. But fear not. Our sponsorship with Codename #Splat can get you a whopping 10% off
Yeah.
and a free applicator when you purchase Terrence's gaming cream. Apply the cream to those hard-to-reach spells with ease.
I think we're at the end of the level. Is that bad, right? Yeah, that's a good. That's a good. So Twilight, we're at the end of the level. Do you have any thoughts, any feelings, any emotions whatsoever?
Twilight, reflecting on the level's completion, replies with a sense of satisfaction. Well, I must say it was quite the adventure getting through that level. The challenges we faced and the obstacles we overcame were certainly intense. As for my thoughts and feelings, I'm proud of us for making it through, and I'm curious to see what the next level has in store.
I agree. So that's been it, gamers. I'll see you in level 4. Level 4 is going to. I think it's the Opera House is level 4, if memory serves me well. Let's just have a sneak peek at this. Oopsie doodle.